so we just found this deal. It's actually not me that found it. I was looking at different Maseratis within the area, and I was actually gonna go pick up a Gran Turismo, but Justin brought up the idea that him and Harley were in contact with this guy that was previously selling a 2014 Maserati Ghibli SQ4. So this is, like, if I'm not mistaken, the all-wheel drive 0 to 60 in 4.8, 4.9 seconds. We've been looking for a squad car. Already been messaging the guy back and forth. We're gonna go check it out in just a little bit. He has it posted for $36,000. The normal sell price for this car, I'd say it'd be like 32, 33,000. That's pretty much what it could probably sell for. I shot him an offer at $29,000. He came back to me with 31. I told him, I was like, hey, let me go see the car. I think I can get him at $30,000 flat. That's going to be the goal. I can build myself a $2,000 to $3,000 cushion. It doesn't mean that it's profit. I mean, we're going to be pretty much, this is going to be my new daily driver. The silver GTR is under a pending sale. As you guys know, also the blue GTR sold about 2 weeks ago, so I'm only left with the McLaren. I do have the M3, but that's getting some work done. And then I would like something where, you know, me and the guys can just go and, you know, have fun and not have to worry about, you know, hopping in the backseat and stuff like that. So this is a 4-seater. I feel like it's pretty practical when it comes down to the gas mileage. And to be able to get it for roughly $30,000 for a Maserati, I mean, yeah, that's gonna be pretty sweet. So we're gonna go check it out. We have to drive all the way to Phoenix. We have our boy Weston, again, the mentor and our partner within Flipping Wheels. What up? And then we have Justin Dingleberry, Justin coming with us as well. So,
does he want to get there?
Huh?
How are you gonna get there? If I don't drive you. You gonna Uber there?
Thank you again for helping find the car.
Yeah, you're welcome. And negotiating down, because you wouldn't have said that without me, my first offer. So
let's get it.
He gives himself way too much credit. Let's go. Let's go. What's going on, man?
Let's go.
Thanks for killing it. We got Justin's flip. We got the other one. But this is Justin's new whip, the CTSV. Oh, bless me. All right. So we're gonna drive over to Phoenix. It's about a 45-minute drive. Super pumped. We're meeting at 1 p.m. And hopefully we have a new flip. Hope you guys enjoy. Hey, what's going on, guys? We just made it here to Phoenix. Gonna be waiting on the guy. We're about 10 minutes early, so just gonna really be hanging out. He's keeping me up to date with where he's at. I don't know if you guys saw, but Justin raced that, I think, BMW
328i.
328i. Justin.
It was a 335i. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll take it out.
Okay, it doesn't matter what it is, but it's a 335i. Thank you, Justin, for the correction. So, yeah, I mean, one thing that I like to do that, I mean, I don't really do too often is to get here in advance, like before the person actually, you know, pulls up, just to make sure that, like, you know, as they're driving it, they're probably putting some miles, right, and probably drove it a little bit. So to make sure that they don't like reset any codes, anything like that. And then I want to do like a general inspection. I have Weston with me, so he's going to be helping me out with all that. So we're going to keep it very simple. We'll get some like actual shots of the car after we pick it up, if we end up locking it in for the price that we wanted to. So, you know, let's hope, you know, we lock it in. What? All right, so one thing that Weston just asked me is like, how much do you think that this car, like, again, can sell for, like, right now as it sits? I honestly think about $32,000 to $33,000. The biggest mistake that I could identify that this individual made when it came down to selling this car, and this guy looked like he was doing just fine, right? Yeah. So the money might not matter to him, regardless of what the case may be. It might not seem like a lot to him, but just put it into perspective. This is something that I covered in the Flipping Wheels course. He had it posted for $36,000, but accepted $30,000, a $6,000 margin. That's 20% of the car, of what he was originally asking.
Yeah, that's good.
And the thing is, the biggest mistake that sellers or resellers make is, if you're willing to accept a certain price, don't build such a large margin from what you're willing to accept to what you're asking for, because it causes like buyer distress. Like people will not even make you an offer because they'll think like there's no way he'll accept $30,000. It's just not like realistic, most likely, right? But the biggest thing that we do is, again, we just shoot multiple offers. We try to bring them down as low as possible, and then we begin to negotiate. The biggest mistake that I took off of this purchase is that make sure that if you're willing to take $30,000, then you post it for $30,000 so you don't have to wait 1 or 2 weeks to sell your damn car, right? That you don't have it posted for $36,000. If you're willing to accept a certain price, then make sure that, you know, you stay firm on that price and that you post it for that price. If you're only going to stay at $36,000 or $35,000, then sure, post it for $36,000. But again, understand what your bottom dollar is, make sense of it, be realistic, and at that point, then just post it. And you know, that's really just it. One thing that Caleb told me is that normally within the first 48 to 72 hours, you receive your best offer when posting a car that's a normal high volume car. And
yeah, that's pretty true.
Yeah, I can say
that's a good point.
I've definitely made the mistake of, especially with the BMW M3, when I had it posted for sale. I had it posted for $34,000. I got it offered $32,000. Now I'm asking $30,000.
Really?
Yeah, because I did not accept that first offer.
Okay. Yeah, that's happened to me a bunch. I guess it's because the first person's actively looking for that car and they're willing to spend it because they're in search of it.
And it's not just that, it's also when you're the seller and someone makes you an offer right away, you're like, oh my god, maybe I can get a little bit closer to my asking price, right?
No, yeah. But you just post it and then you decline that one and wait, and then it doesn't happen.
And then realize that, wow, that was one of the best offers I received, and it was within the first 24 to maybe 72 hours. And you just have to be honest with yourself. Yeah.
Just quick profit.
And that's exactly what Caleb told me. I'd rather focus on high volume, quicker flips than, you know,
trying to get the most
and keeping them for 1 week.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. So
I've been greedy twice, and both times I had to come off so much that I was not even happy with. Like, I made money, but it was like, why did I do it this way?
Yeah,
I did it that way because I was trying to get the most, and I learned quickly. But yeah, that happens.
100%. So again, lesson for this flip. That's what I took away from this. And also make sure that you always test drive the car when you're buying it. I let him drive it, and I didn't really see that. I think it might need an alignment. Luckily, we have connections when it comes down to the alignment, so it will cost me less than $100. But again, simple little mistake that I made on this little flip that I could probably have done.
Minor issue.
Yeah.
That's just maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're good.
That's
awesome.
Thank you guys.